So like I've had great success with her. Like great success with her.
Really?
Yeah. Like probably gonna get top 100 with it.
Ooh, all right, top 100 or bust then. All right, dude,
That's my fucking goal. Okay.
You heard it, yeah. Last couple of days of RTA season, you go see Takish, baby. 100, top 100 or
gifting 1,000 subs.
make sure you guys join his stream. He's gonna gift away 1,000 subs if he doesn't make it to top 100. Aloha, everybody. Welcome back to another podcast here this week. Good to have everybody here. Thank you for joining me. Say Shizel. Oh, we got a summon. Oh no, we got Awakened Miho, baby. Yeah, from Thompson. Starting off the stream here. Fuck champ.
I'm gonna do the light one next.
Yeah, test it out, dude.
That one kind of sucks though. Just saying.
Really?
Does she suck?
Kinda.
Oh. Ooh.
I think the water one's much more fun, like more stun, you know,
Really?
faster, more aggressive.
No.
Sean, did you say that Miho sucks?
No,
No, the light one kinda average for like Thompson.
All right, well, anyways, guys, thank you guys for joining me on the podcast today. I appreciate you guys taking the time to join us. Say Shizel, Thompson, Takish, and Sean. I know it's late and early for certain people at certain areas of the world, so really appreciate you guys making the time to join us today. Hope you guys have been doing well, and I guess already you guys have been kind of talking about it. What is going to be one of our topics here, one of our first topics, is about the second awakened units. Now, I have said in the past, though, when units get released, right, we have speculations, okay, this might be good, you know, this might be good, and then as we make them and we test them, we actually know if they're actually good, or the ones that are actually bad are actually maybe potentially good, right? So we're going to start off the topic here today with new second awakened units. What werewolves, what martial cats are good? What have you built? And let's brainstorm and talk more about it. Go ahead. I know Sean was briefly just talking about the leg martial cat. So seems like you've done some testing for it. And what's the general consensus and what you've seen so far, Sean?
Definitely Miho is the most hype, right? Because she can solo people if you're not careful. But other than that, other elements, I think Wind one is probably most newbie friendly because you don't need crit rate for that unit to work in PvE. So easier build for newbies. Water one is super fast for stun. Light one is like a wind panda, but not as good kind of thing. And the fire one just do very mediocre damage. Yeah, that's what I feel.
I see. Yeah,
for the cats.
the hot one right now. So I guess we'll start all our conversation with just the martial cats first. The hot one and the unit of topic has been the dark martial cat. Yeah, it just falls so much into the meta of, you know, having units that crit, right? And being able to solo makes it quite interesting to be used. Do you think it's actually a really strong unit? Or is it just hyped up right now and just because people don't know how to deal with it or draft against it, they're having issues?
I think she's OP. Yeah, you were saying?
I think personally, I think she's pretty fucking good. It's just, I mean, she's easy to easy to deal with, but it's people are used to their comps right now, and it's hard for them to readjust like towards just one specific unit. So like I've had great success with her, like great success with her.
Really?
Yeah. Like probably gonna get top 100 with it.
Ooh, all right, top 100 or bust then. All right, dude,
That's my fucking goal. Okay.
You heard it, yeah. Last couple of days of RTA season, you go see Takish, baby. 100, top 100 or gifting 1,000 subs. Make sure you guys join his stream. He's gonna gift away 1,000 subs if he doesn't make it to top 100. Maybe I should make that less.
You're gonna gift me 1,000 subs, right?
Huh? No, if you don't, it's a challenge people do. Like people like they play League of Legends, for example. They'll be like challenger or I gift away 1,000 subs to my own channel or some crap. Maybe we should set it to like 10 or something for you, like a punishment.
Exciting.
Nah, go for 1,000. It's more exciting.
Eric just wants to cut him.
Of course, I'm gonna stream sniping all day.
Try to turn up your volume a little bit, Takish. I guess I can hear you, but the stream can't, and I have you already on 150%. Yeah.
Put me on 200.
200. Okay, don't scream though. Okay, you're on 200. You guys wanted him on 200, so he's on 200 now, chat. Not me.
Now I have to turn him down on Discord.
But yeah, what have you been using it with? Like, why do you think it's so successful? Like I said, is it just because people don't know what to do, or is it the way you're drafting and using it and it's strong?
It's more like me. I mean, it doesn't work all the time because every time I face a opponent that has hard CC or double immunity with shield and shit, she doesn't do much. And personally, I play with one stripper only. So if they ban my stripper, I have a hard time dealing with it. But it ends up being that Miho actually solos the whole shebang. So yeah, she's a pretty juicy unit.
I think it's a Leona, right? She can solo if you pick it right, but she will die if they know how to deal with it. Just like Leona. That's about it.
I think a slightly worse Leona though. It's more like Garo back in the days. Like if you have certain drafts, a Garo can solo it even still. Same thing with Miho. Like if you have certain drafts, yes, it can solo it, but most of the times, like there's very few teams where you don't have a support that doesn't crit or something like that. So there's always something that probably won't crit, or you just like CC is still heavy meta. So I think it's good. I don't think it's super OP.
Yeah. A nice addition to how to deal with Vert and Diana.
Yeah, that's true. I feel it's like a good like last pick, right? Like say she's always saying with Gato, right? In certain situations it can solo.
Yes.
Bombs kill her.
So if it has 100 resistance, she's almost invincible, right?
Just have 85 accuracy for her.
Honestly,
85 accuracy.
Nah, if you're going for high resistance, I think that's the wrong play. Well, the play should be like what we're like me and Shizu were. Shizu were discussing is that it comes in and you draft it in towards the end of the draft where you know you have a dominating draft against them with it. I think is a better thing.
I don't really like those reactive monsters, but she seems really broken from you. She has. I'll test it out. I'll test the 100 resistance out, and we'll see. Like, if it's
what's a good counter versus her is the Dark Sylphid, Mo Wong Harmonia together and shit like that. So
just any multi hits that sometimes crit, sometimes not crit.
Yeah, I use Lapis, but I realized my Lapis has high crit rate, so I never killed it.
I see.
Yeah.
So anything that's
Lauren,
just Sierra kills her, right? Just drop a bomb and she's dead immediately.
True.
Yeah.
But do you feel so you compared her a little bit to Gato, dude? Do you feel she's a better Gato though? Like I feel her ability to solo is stronger than Gato because
Also,
Gato gets.
Does Lauren counter her as well?
What's that? Sorry.
Does Lauren counter her or no? Because she's like Lauren's a light monster. Does she crit the cat?
Heal block is good.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So Lauren kind of counters her, right?
Yes, but the thing is that it's the last hit, right? So out of the multi-hit, if the last hit crits, then it doesn't kill or something like that, right? It just as long as, or how does it work?
If the middle hit didn't crit, the middle hit will kill it before the last hit even come in.
Yeah.
So it will die. It doesn't need to be the last hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So whatever the killing blow is, can we say that hit has to not crit? Is that what it is?
No, like in the 3 hit, if 1 hit didn't crit and it was at 1 HP, she would die.
Yeah.
Even if the last one crits.
Yeah.
Any non-crit multi-hit kills.
Oh, I actually did not know that. Interesting. So multi-hit is really good against her then, as long as you just don't crit on it, because you have more chance to not crit basically then. So
yeah.
Okay. Interesting then.
Incoming 99 crit rate verts.
And 99 crit rate Diana's.
Yeah. Incoming Obabble crit rate meta.
Oh my god.
Oh, imagine Daphnis not critting and actually killing because of that.
Oh my god.
I mean, it happens a lot too, you know, because I feel like
Daphnis hits like twice, right?
Well, the first one doesn't crit guaranteed. Just only the second hit crits, right? But I feel like a lot of people
can't kill, right? So
yeah,
exactly. But the thing is, I feel a lot of people ruin their Daphnises. I don't know. Maybe the ones I've seen so far, they don't got good crit on them because they're trying to make them so fast, right? And enough HP, enough attack that they lack the crit sometimes.
70, 75 tops.
Right. Interesting. Okay, so it looks like she's a unit of interest. I know she was like sparked up. I saw Topa use it a lot, and the first day, like as soon as it came out, he started using it, man, and he like dominated, dude. He was having fun. he was winning his battles and he gained like 100 something or 100 points. I don't know, or maybe a little less. So that was pretty nice, especially in G3. So he definitely surprised me a bit.
But now even in Conqueror, she can't even get through the pick ban. Like people see Miho, oh, ban that shit real quick.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Because
so
they like
annoying.
Verd, right? A lot of them like to use Verd.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
they're like,
they go heavy free to play. It's actually heavy counter on free to play stuff, I guess.
well, it is a free to play unit too, technically. So it's like a counter to the counters. I
Nah,
guess.
she's not free to play, man. She's an LD unit.
Okay, all right. So it's relatively free to play, right? Not everybody has gotten her, probably.
Brian, not to like rub your thingy.
You can definitely rub my what? Oh, go ahead.
Maybe.
Oh.
I think Chad is saying that like all of us are low and you're high.
But
And
I
everything
didn't.
sounds
But
great.
I don't smoke weed, so why would I be high? I'm just kidding. I actually set my volume. My volume spike is spiking lower than your volume, so I don't understand that. Chat, is it okay now or what? Can we double check on the volume?
Is it good?
Yeah, I mean, I
Mic
think it
check,
sounds
mic
fine. It's good
Hello,
now.
hello?
Yeah, I adjusted it earlier. So hopefully it's okay now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Let us know if it's okay though. But yeah, it should. I see them spiking a lot higher than me when they're talking. So
I sound so muffled.
Thompson's a bit low. Yeah, Thompson's been talking away from his mic a lot more lately.
No, I haven't changed my mic. What are you talking about?
Okay.
I really didn't.
I'll
I
just
could turn mine a
you
little
up.
bit higher. Let me turn mine higher.
Okay, yeah, it's probably Discord. Discord changed their sound settings or something in the last like 2 weeks, so I noticed everything was off when I came back to the podcast a couple weeks ago.
Is it better now? I turned it up a little bit higher.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, everything is good here in the Discord, but it's yeah.
Yeah, it sounds okay here. All right, continue on. Any other any other martial cats of interest? You said you wanted to try the light one. What was your thought process or theory crafting for that, Thompson?
Well, it pushes attack bar back and it heals if her HP is low. It scales on you can put high HP, lower attack, so it's okay. Good defense. But Sean B already tested out for me. He said she's garbage. So
But she's
Because
speed lead,
it's-
right? For a guild battle.
No,
Yeah,
that's the
too.
win one.
oh no.
Yeah. Because like it's not always attack bar push. So when you want the attack bar, you actually lower
Oh.
HP, then you kind of heal. So it's like, oh shit.
Have you
And,
like put runes on her and then tried her out and she's no good?
Yeah, put like
Oh.
like 230, 240 speed, violent
that's good.
will, speed crit damage HP.
Yeah.
And it's weird because she buff, and then if you violent proc, you kind of waste the buff, but you don't want to sit there and do nothing. And
Oh yeah, I know. Like
it's kind of weird. It's like Wind Panda problem, you know? You just sit
Funyan
there.
at least heals. You know.
Yeah, so she's kind of selfish of a unit. So it's like a tank and guild war, most of it, but not really that crazy.
I wish you just like
Sorry, I just adjusted the volume and that made you so loud. I just made myself deaf. Sorry, go ahead. Oh my
yeah.
god.
I wish you just attack bar push back on like no matter what. That'll be so good, right?
Yeah, like just drop the heal, man. I like the push, but then sometimes you just have to heal and you can't do anything about it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I have like 3% left until my light one is done. So thank you for that like, uplifting.
Motivation.
Maybe you need to watch my
motivation.
fucking YouTube video.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
I don't even watch my own channel, you know. So
But dude, who watches his own shit? That's even weirder.
Yeah, I never get enough time to watch like too many other videos. Unfortunately, I always go on them and I watch a little bit, and I always hit the like though. Yeah, so make sure you guys like and comment on every content creator YouTube video. Right? I think we should work together. Yeah, everybody needs to educate their community about liking and commenting. Yeah, on every video you watch ever, no matter what no matter what it is.
Have to go to YouTube and like every IslandGrown video.
Okay, you don't have to do every on my video, but I'm just taking general, right? Any other content creators out there. All right, let me just this quick.
oh wait, did you just call us content creator?
Are we not content creators? What is the actual word for us?
No, I like
I'm a consistent streamer.
Oh, sorry, I just had to clear something in my throat. We're good.
Ouch, that hurts.
Nah, I have been seeing you stream consistently, so I'll give you that. I'm just memeing you, bro.
yeah, it's nice. It's nice that you're streaming again.
Yep. It's good to see you, bro. I heard you've been You've been showing runes too of your units. Yeah, I heard some people say, "Hey guys, my name's Thompson, and I'm gonna show you my Gianna only if I hit a quad speed rune." Hits a quad speed rune.
Yo,
Damn, dude.
Yo, you hit a quad speed rune every like once every year, and I have to do it on stream on like the third rune. Are you crazy? That's crazy, right?
How much speed did you hit out of 30 potential for that quad?
Like 23 or 22, something like that.
Wait,
It's even terrible.
that's
Yeah.
disgusting, dude.
Whoa!
Wait, what? Quad speed 22?
Wait, quad speed 22?
Is great, man. You guys have too high of a rune standard, man. 22, I take all day.
Yeah, I'll take 22, but I'll take 22 with one more roll on something else, bro.
You guys are like 6, man. Damn.
I mean, yeah, I would take 22 and 23 purple runes all day, every day.
22, 23 all day, man. You guys are G6. I'm only a G3 pleb.
Oh man, I mean, I would take it as well, 100%, dude.
Yeah, of course. Oh, Shay Shizo, man. Sitting.
I'd be salty as fuck.
Dude, you're not salty as fuck, bro.
Dude, man, I'm salty as fuck. I got 3 quad runes total on my whole account, and one of them is 25. Rest is all 24 below.
Damn, must be nice to have any quad speed rolls.
I know, right?
I'm fucking happy, say. I'm fucking happy, man. Same story here, but I'm happy, dude.
Yo,
You have your fucking ancient runes, don't you? Like with 30 speed, 31 fucking speed.
Yeah, I got a 30 speed Asian rune, but it's a hero that rolled. It's a hero. It's still 30, yeah.
Oh, just
Still
weird
so
flex,
good.
but okay.
That's insane.
But that day on that stream, I upgraded like 4 runes with like quad speed or triple speed.
Yeah,
All,
I
like,
heard about that.
22.
I
Yeah,
heard
it's
about that.
crazy. Like time gate Sunday, guys. That's
Yeah.
the secret.
I heard about that, dude. I heard about that. That's right, because people are asking about stats on your account. Because if you guys didn't know, I recently did like a collab exposing and showing all of Judas's runes. Because I guess he doesn't actually care. He doesn't actually care. So we had some fun.
Yeah,
And you guys remember
over.
Judas, right? Super cool guy,
Yeah.
super fun guy. So that was a definitely fun one. People are like, "Oh, you should do that with Thompson." I was like, "Bro, you're not gonna even show me his GV10 team, bro. What a joke." Yeah, because most players that are still trying to compete and are competitive, like they wouldn't show me their runes. I mean, maybe they'll show it to me, but they won't let me make a video of it. You know what I mean? So.
I don't know. I think I'm ruined pretty deep with a lot of monsters. I'm using a bulldozer now. He's pretty good.
Damn, we
Oh,
use
just
everything.
realized that? Oh, shit.
I never used bulldozer in my life.
Yeah, I saw that. You didn't even
2016.
know. You
Damn,
didn't even know
have
the
you checked
skill.
out Copper? He has a similar skill
No,
too.
I don't have copper yet. Is
Oh,
copper any
shit.
good?
Damn, it's pretty good, man. It's free to play too. Good for you.
I've also
He's gonna
tried
talk
out
about
Brad.
making a Darian and a Bella.
Oh, no.
You know what? I think I just found out a new series. Yeah. A Day in the Life of Thompson. And then we just like start discovering different units he's never seen or used that the general public uses on a day-to-day basis.
Bulldozer?
Because he had too many net 5s early on.
Yo, I recently tried out Brad too. Brad is OP, man. Brad is really good.
Damn. I know.
What do you mean, dude? What do you mean Barad is OP? Of course he's OP.
Brad is really good.
He is. He's good in so much different content. He's amazing.
I'm not talking about different content. I'm just talking about RTA. Like Bulldozer, Brad. Good stuff.
Yeah. All right. Back to the topic here. We'll come right back into it. I mean, we love to get on tangents, which is totally fine. But we talked about the martial cats. Then seems like the dark ones of interest. Other ones are still kind of being tested out. Win one, like Sean kind of broke it down, right? Said some of the viable places you can use it. Some of them are interesting. We'll see, right? More people test it. I've seen high level G3 players, even like Faint Mem and stuff like that. Even Make It a Bud said he wants to try different martial cats, like even the Win one and maybe the light one and whatnot in RTA. So we'll see how what kind of results those yield moving forward. Let's talk about the werewolves though. It looks like the only one in my opinion that was interesting was Escher, and of course we have his brother, a super big meme, Jutan, that only got base stats, right? Base stats, one more turn of healing and one thought, like literally got.
No, it's not even one. It's half a dot. It's 50% chance.
Oh my god, dude.
But
garbage.
But the Jultan, I'm sorry for Belova, but
What?
Jultan is a direct counter to Miho.
Yeah, all right, sir. You can. So top 100, right? All right. So Takish will be taking top 100 with Miho and Jutan. If he doesn't get Miho, he chooses Jutan. If anything's picked, he'll choose a Miho.
Joltan is still good for Guild War, right? Like
He's
Yeah,
better.
of course.
He's better
Yeah.
now. Yeah, his job has never changed. He's still there.
I think
Still
the
good.
win one is low key underrated, like quite OP.
Why? Tell me more.
The win one. Every hit is increase cooldown by
cooldown.
1.
Yeah.
Right.
Every
No.
hit.
No. The multi hit he has too is double increase,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So you can hit Theo once, and then you can hit him again and kill Theo. Like
I like the
bypass
win
that
too. Yeah.
door.
So I think he's a good Guild Wars unit. Can we say that? Werewolves are mostly good Guild Wars, Guild Siege units. I don't know about RTA.
Yeah.
Right.
But the thing is, he's a HP unit, but his type is defense, so he has low base HP. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Oh man, these types are so fucked up for some units, man. It's always been that. It's been that for 4 years.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's really weird.
5 years.
I feel like they give the wrong type, and then they're like, oh crap, this is the wrong type. So let's boost the multipliers on these units that scale on the right
Yeah.
type. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they do that a lot. Like, examples like Pung
Yeah.
Bik, right? Like,
Pung Bik,
goddamn,
yeah.
he's enough HP type.
HP.
But his multipliers are huge. You know what I mean? Like, if he was an attack type, those multipliers would be like kind of way too much, actually, to be honest.
Way too high.
Yeah.
That theirs costs like 900 or something.
Yeah, something ridiculous.
Nothing will survive.
So the one of interest though is Escher, and I've kind of compared Escher to like Ethna and Shiho. I don't know if people tested it out or tried using it as that spot, right? High base speed of 115, you know, literally guaranteed strip. 4 hits of 100%, right before resistance check is definitely gonna strip. And if it kills, you get that back. It gets, you know, attack bar boost on S2 and heals. Do you think it's usable? Do you think it's viable?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my first one. I love it. Very fun.
In RTA?
Yeah, but
Really?
he lose damage like after a while, so it's kind of sad. But it's pretty cool.
HP.
Oh, that's true. Because I was thinking of like a first turn stripper before Ganny. You know what I mean? Like people read stuff before Ganny.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly that. On Surf is pretty good too, like steal turn 1 against Cleave for fun
see.
with the attack bar boost and speed buff.
I see. How about any of you guys? Have you guys fought against any or experienced any people trying?
I fought against some, but it felt kind of lackluster, actually.
If anyone brings in Escher against Shay Shizo, he will just bring in like Gianna Daphnis, and it's like bam bam, you're dead. Yeah,
Which Daphnis?
exactly.
I don't have a Daphnis, man. One of few.
Oh, okay.
enemies.
I didn't know. I thought you had like 2 Daphnis ruined up, so I was like, oh
No.
Lol.
But
Yeah.
no, in general,
I
like
took it literally. I thought you had like a rage Daphnis, like a Swiss Daphnis. I don't know.
no.
I
I
was like,
need
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, same with me. I thought.
No,
Wait, go ahead. What did you say, Taki?
go ahead, you.
I thought Sean had a Vanessa. I actually didn't know. And then he's like, "You're trolling me," and I was like, "What?"
Oh yeah.
Wait,
I
how would you
was
build
even
your
trying to troll you. I just
How would
didn't
you
even
build your
know.
Vanessa, Sean?
With dicks.
Taki like.
That's my kind of Vanessa.
with dicks? Oh shit.
rated 18 and plus.
Oh god,
No, but I like to be more serious, which
Sure.
I'm never. The Mihu. No, not the Mihu. The water Mihu. What's her name? Mina. Is it Mina?
dude. Mina.
Yeah, correct.
Mina.
She's pretty fucking nice.
Yeah.
She's a unit I want to build later on. Like she's a disruptor. Basically, yeah, she's a disruptor. Like you can basically rune her up with full like speed, crit damage, attack. You don't even need crit rate, and she can be used as a one-shot unit at the start of the fight. Like let's say you fight and maybe not versus a Tiana, but like one-shot the Daphnis right off the bat. If you face
Yeah,
someone.
it's doable. I've
That's
seen
actually
like
doable.
people do some damage or checks with it, and you can hit like even with like with the real good runes, you get up like 22, 24-ish K.
That's pretty good. Most that will
Well,
actually kill most
need at
Daphnis.
least 300 speed or like 280 speed with speed lead, right? To outspeed the Daphnis.
But that's easy.
Yeah, most likely.
It's a 119 base speed though. That's so easy.
Oh,
with
that's
her.
easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, well,
You know, I mean,
relative
with the
to
damage, it's really hard. The speed
Yeah.
is easy to hit, but the crit rate, crit damage.
No, you don't need crit
really
rate.
precise
You
runes.
don't need
Yeah.
crit rate.
0 crit
Oh,
rate.
she gets 100% crit rate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
just attack, crit damage, and speed. That's like a ruining
Oh.
a Daphnis without having a crit rate. That's nuts, dude.
And
That's
accuracy,
so good.
right?
And
Yeah.
accuracy. True.
Just pure good damage.
Just-
Oh yeah, she does
just
look fun.
damage.
I could see.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I
So
think
maybe
it's not bad, but like so situational, it's probably not that great.
I would use it
But
against your
she's not
Gianna.
that scary. She's not that scary if you have a Vanessa, right, Sean? Okay.
Yes, Triana, that's fine. Triana's good enough.
Yeah, good enough. Triana's good enough. Sure.
No, you attack 3 times.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's multi hits.
But, like-
Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah,
But like
multi-hit
these, like
with
max
the
crit
second
rate
skill in
unit
the
is so
first-
good for early game player. It's insane.
They could have actually made them pretty OP. I think I talked about it when they were first released. Instead of giving 100 crit rate, if they worded it guaranteed crit, oh man,
Oh fuck no, no
Yes!
way, no.
that would be
No,
so
that's
good, dude.
That's so toxic, bro.
That'd be so good. But then that would make it good against the off elements, right? You're saying about Tiana, other units like that. It's gonna crit no matter what, which is huge.
That's too good.
Yeah, that might be a little bit too good. Right.
I mean, we have Perna.
Yeah,
Oh.
guaranteed
Yeah.
crit twice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, multi-hit.
Yeah.
Always, every turn, guarantee stun
Yeah.
on water, no problem.
Yeah.
Additional
Max
turn
Take
for
it,
healing,
stuck on it.
right? It's a multi-hitter. Yep, exactly.
Mhm.
Yep, definitely. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. I think we went over some good, discussions for the Martial Cats and Werewolves. Would like to see more testing done, right? So as the weeks go on, we'll probably hear more.
Yeah.
Things will surface. People will test things out. Maybe we'll hear more about the water one moving forward, right? Takesha's gonna definitely use that as well, right? Gonna build that
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Top 100 RTA or 1,000 subs. So we'll build that.
I mean, not many people have. I don't think anyone has two of these new Second Awakening. At least you don't have the energy yet to build.
You could,
two
you could.
Awakening.
Because it was the end
Yeah.
of last week, and if you refilled your energy end of last week, and it's a new week now,
Oh yeah.
you because I'm
And you
almost
get
done with
20
my
from
Escher.
defense.
Okay.
So I'm close. I'm at like 80%, and I didn't have 100 last week. So some people might have two. It's close. All right, let's move on to topic number 2 that we have here. It's gonna be a little bit of change up. It's gonna be any suggestions for quality of life changes in the game. Yeah, anything that you'd like to include, because it's been a little while. We like to throw things out there to give quality of life changes. Examples are the rune manager on an example was, hey, let us sort so that when we're doing reabs, we can know what is a legend quality with the click of a button, right? That can sort it away so we can have all legends instead of have to look through and be like, oh, this might be hero, this might be legend, right? Even though it says it, we have to click each one individually, right? It'd be nice to be able to sort and just have the legend runes. Another example of quality of life changes is maybe revamp the Temple of Wishes, right? So now with all the Second Awakened units, maybe there should be one tab that gives us 5-dimensional energy, right? Something like that. Small quality of life changes and things like that would be kind of nice.
I think that's kind of broken.
That's super broken.
Okay, one or two, right? Could be low,
Wait.
but different.
What was broken?
5.
Temple
Five
of
might be a
Wishes
little bit too
giving
much.
dimensional energy.
Obviously,
love
it would
that.
be at a scaled percentage of drop.
The
or it would
only
be-
thing I want right now is stackable grinds. Yeah.
Yep,
We're
same
still
thing.
pushing that.
And Thompson, you probably also want I want less buttons to press to start a new R5.
Oh yeah.
You-
Damn,
You
because
press- You go in. It's like you successful did your run. Okay, I get the rune. Okay, sell or keep. Okay, do you want to start again? Okay, then 2 people have to wait to be there. The 3rd person has to be there. Then you can press ready. Okay,
Yeah.
then the starter has to press start. Okay, and then are you sure? Okay, and then you're in for the next one.
Did you
Hey,
call
you-
me out because I have small Asian hands?
Yeah. no, because I just know you raid a lot.
Actually,
you have big hands, Thompson. You have fucking big hands.
I'm gonna go against what you say, Seishizo. You know why? Because the more times that we point things towards raids, the more likely they are to fix and maybe change things. And right now, I know people are enjoying the rate of raids. Let's just say that, right? The rate of raids of farming it is very nice right now compared to what it was before. So,
Yeah.
True.
yeah, so let's be very careful, that too.
Stackable grinds, man.
Stackable grinds, yes. Stackable grinds.
That's
Stackable
good.
grinds. Yeah, stackable grinds would be very nice.
Because they came out with new monsters and new awakened monsters. They have to come out with more space for monsters as well. So it has to go up to like 800 now, right?
Yeah, I could see them releasing. That's
Because
I
like
think-
there's new awakened monsters now, and there's like 3 new classes, and monster storage is the same, 750. Yeah.
Right. I think it all comes down to the server capacity for a lot of these. So hopefully the suggestion of the grind though is usable, because we've already been able to get the building for Rainbow Mods and Angel Mods, right? So it's nice if we get that for the grinds as well,
Oh,
especially
that
with
was
ancient
a
grinds.
game changer.
Yeah. Any other quality of life changes you can think? I mean, we can go back to
After the last update, the pop-up for packs is super aggressive. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh
too
my
much.
God.
Doing
Dude,
everything.
It's like, what? Dude, stop. This is not some cheap-ass mobile game, please.
yeah, that's
I
true.
have another quality of life change that has to be fixed.
What's that?
For the guild mystical scrolls is already as worst value as it is. But when a guild member buys it, not all guildies could open it. Like, whoa, at least make it
We have
so
talked
like
about this. True.
a good amount of people can get it, right? I think what's the limit right now? Like 15?
15?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the
Yeah,
price? What
whoa.
is the price of the pack? What's the price of the pack?
I'm not
Too
sure.
much.
Re-up
much.
price, I think.
$30. Okay, so re-app price
Yeah, I think so.
$29.99. And how many
Or is it
scrolls?
20? Not sure.
$20.
15
Okay,
scrolls.
$20, and it's 15 scrolls with one for yourself, or 15 and that including yourself. I don't remember the exact details.
I don't get it. How can it be so cheap for you guys? Like for me, like with the Swedish currency, it's like
Because you're from a
$24.
rich country.
You want to see my currency? You want to see my currency, boy?
15 overall. Okay, so I think the price is semi-relative to what you're paying, right?
Hell no.
A $30 pack gets you what? It gets you 5 re-apps and it gets
Yeah,
you
but
750 crystals. Wait, hear
One
me out.
person gets one.
Dude, it
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
matter. It doesn't matter one person get one. It's how
Zero
much
crystals.
resources. Dude, you do get
Yeah,
crystals. How much crystals does a person get? Like 100 or 200?
100.
Barely, man. It should be like an
Buyers-
up value for teamwork at least.
Buyers
Right,
only
but
100 crystals.
but I'm not like defending them, but I'll say this though, is that it is relative to what you pay for usually your $30 things. The only problem is, like you said, it's only one each. But the thing they have to be careful though is if it's too good value, all the whales are just gonna buy that instead of regular packs, right? So from a marketing standpoint, right? I like to think of both sides. Marketing standpoint, I don't know how that is, right? What if it gives 30 scrolls for $20? Right? People are like, no, I gotta summon anymore now
No,
because
I
just
don't
buy
get it.
this.
What do you mean the whales will buy it? Like the whales do buy it, but then like they only
Uh-huh.
get one scroll.
Right, but they just all buy it for each other. And then in that $100 that they all spent in the guild, they get more scrolls than what they would have spent if they were trying to summon normally. Right?
Even if
Huh?
two whales buy it for each other, then that's
Right.
like one scroll each. Whale.
Yeah. Unless you have 15 wills, and then they probably want to light and dark another mystical scroll anyways.
And they don't even really need, like mystical scrolls, man. I just think they should up it to like 20, you know?
Yeah, at least give like the whole guild, man.
The
Yeah.
whole guild. Like there's no reason to call it the guild pack if it's not the
Yeah.
whole fucking
Yes.
guild.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Guild back, but be fast.
Yes.
That's it. That's a solution right there.
Absolutely.
That's a good one. That's a good one, crew. You know how I said that maybe people might buy too many? Raise the value, but limit it. That's fine. I think that's much better.
No one's buying it already. It's
No, no,
already
Raise
dead.
the price.
No, the value of the pack. Like how much
yeah,
scrolls you guys
raise
just
the
get.
value. Yes,
I'm
yes,
saying
yes, yes.
get more value out of your pack, right? But just limit the amount of packs that can be purchased. Cap it to a month. How many they can get. So everybody in the guild can get a scroll for it.
It's
But it's
already
already capped.
But it's capped at like 10, is it not?
Yeah,
That's not a lot.
that's
Oh.
nothing.
I wonder
not-
how
that's not
many
basically
guilds have
10
hit that cap.
If
so
they
far.
want to raise the value, they should also do like one person gets like a not transcendence, the legendary scroll. So you get a nat 4 or nat 5 guaranteed. Yeah.
Brian, my question is,
Oh,
okay.
are you thinking that like every scroll that comes from that pack is useful, or like is something that the person who purchased it can like pop it for himself, like every single scroll?
No,
That's-
I know what it
that's-
does. I know what it does. But I don't think
Yeah.
about each person. I don't care if one person gets it. I think about the amount of resources, the amount of cost. It doesn't matter how many people are going to get it, right? I
Okay.
always think about it. If everybody gets it, that's fine. But how many scrolls is that? And then you go, okay, this much scrolls for this amount. Does that make sense with how much everything else costs in the game? Will that give an influx in, it's a business standpoint, right? How much influx that is, right? I want to think of things logically because that's how they're
Yeah,
thinking of it, right? I want to
of
get into
course.
their minds because they don't tell us
That-
how they think.
Then they shouldn't fucking call it guild pack. They shouldn't fucking call it the guild pack.
They call it mindfuck pack.
Scam pack.
Yeah.
Scam pack.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm pretty sure it's the lowest like bot pack in the game. Pretty sure.
Like sharing is caring, but get fucked on the price.
I
That's the
think,
name of the
I
pack.
think even wait, is there still like the Angel Mount packs? Are they gone? or
Yeah,
are
those
they
are still.
still-
I think those are still pretty bad. The King Angel mods, right? I think I see those
Yeah.
ones a lot.
Yeah.
That one's pretty bad.
I think those are more beneficial than this one.
How many people can
Yeah,
you get in a
because you get
guild?
more crystals.
100% agree.
How many people can you have in a guild? 30, right? Is that the max?
Yeah.
So
30 is
30
max.
scrolls for $20. So that's some good value there, right? That's some pretty good value. So $30. I mean, no, $20 for 30 scrolls. Okay, so that's definitely some good value. That's definitely probably some of the cheapest scrolls you can purchase right there if it was to be for the entire guild. But I think by making it like that, limiting to the amount you can get would be a good factor to increase also players wanting to build guilds that are full. So I think that would be smart, right? Depending on how many people you have in the guild, how many scrolls come out of that guild pack. I think that would be a good suggestion, I would say.
Absolutely. Buff the guild pack.
Yeah. Okay, any other quality of life changes that you think might be good to
I
suggest?
just saw one in the chat, and I really agree. Have more decks, especially for Arena Rush. 5 decks is not enough.
Yeah.
But that's only for the people that really rush, and maybe for like guild battle, guild siege is also more chill to have more than 5.
I like that. Yeah. Guild Wars, I definitely feel like there needs to be more for sure.
I kind of do that, but I just like slide one monster out because like the decks are kind of similar.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So
Well, I have that for some, but like for rush hour, if you want to do like a proper rush hour, you need like at least 15 AOs. So at some point you kind of get like issues with like placing everything. Like at some point I have like a deck that I pretty much don't use at all, but I have like 4 different like sideways I can go with that one to fill in like having it fast enough. So it's
then what's the
give me
point
more
of
decks.
buffing that if it only applies to like 10 people and playing the game?
well, you come to Europe, we have enough people rushing, but
Oh, okay.
when you just do, when you do it for like guild battle, guild siege, where it's also like useful, then you might as well just do it for like arena.
But guild battle and guild siege are not time sensitive.
Siege kind of is in
really?
top guilds, I guess.
I do agree with arena. I feel like if you guys don't do arena, you guys should, because almost like free crystals, right?
Yep.
If you get
Yep.
high enough, it's almost like free crystals, and you get 10 light and dark scrolls. Whoa,
Wait, what?
so
What?
good.
Yep.
10
Wait,
light
what?
dark
You might-
scrolls.
Arena- what game are you playing again?
You get to no the pieces. Sorry,
Wow, 10 light and dark scrolls, man. Thompson, share your secrets, sir. The hell?
you get 10.
Oh, LD abuser, huh?
You guys know it. But you get to buy the 10 pieces, right? Because you finally get to afford it. You're doing rushes, and then you also get crystals from rushing. So whoever doesn't, you guys should start doing it just to get that value.
Yeah, everybody should be doing arena. I know a lot of people get lazy, but you need to get your points. Arena points are actually pretty important, and I think people don't stress it enough. Right, the glory towers, even the rewards are so good, but
Really
people don't stress it
important.
enough. Nobody talks about it. Nobody goes, "Hey, you need to farm arena," and says it like 50 times a day, right? But you need to farm arena. It's really, really important. Anything else that we can kind of suggest here? We went over some good topics, right? Guild packs. We briefly said maybe some sort of proportionate dimensional energy from the wishes, right? Would be nice. What was the first thing I said? I said something else. Give one more example. God dang, I can't remember it. Chat, do you remember what I said, chat? I said one more thing.
And please, less pop-up ads, please. Like,
Yeah.
God
yeah.
damn it.
Maybe if they pop it up, they should include the little box that we can check that says like, don't show it for the rest of the day at the very least. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would
Wait,
be nice.
didn't we get that? Like when I started the game, like at least we got that. Don't show it for the rest of the day, but it still showed.
No, it's the pop-up at the start of the game that's like promoting the other games.
Yeah,
You
but
can tap that one.
Yeah, but
I'm
the
pretty
in-game after dungeon run is like, it's always there. Like, every
Yeah,
two
the one you
times
cannot
run,
like hide.
I go out to
Wait,
upgrade a rune and it's like, oh my god.
what is the message we get when we press X to like remove the pop-up?
It
Like,
says, "Are you sure?"
Yeah.
Yeah, it says, are you sure you want to
money?
leave?
Are you sure you don't want to buy this?
Yeah,
Very valuable.
good value pack. Every time, dude.
Jeez, like, stop, bro, stop.
Limited edition.
I'm pretty sure I'm like always pressing that, and it says it will not show for the rest of the day. Are you sure
Yeah.
you don't want to buy this because it's not gonna show for the rest of the day? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking sure. But then like 5 minutes
Yeah,
later, it comes up again.
At some point they have 20 different, so they don't show that one, but they show
yeah.
the other one.
Yeah.
But wasn't it like I don't really pay attention to these packs. I just press X. I just press X. But wasn't it in the beginning like weekly?
Not really,
Like
no.
I'll try to get one right now. Didn't get one. Too bad.
Yeah, it seems to pop up a decent amount, and I've noticed as well, even when you're doing summons or other things on your island, it will randomly pop up. Is that meant to happen, or is that a glitch? Like, at least tell us, like, hey, it's meant to happen. Okay, you know what I mean? Like, you're trying to get packs sold. Okay, whatever. Right? Great. I still don't think you need to do that. I think, come to us. I mean, I think you make enough
You
money.
make enough money, man.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
okay.
well, Well, if it's accidentally, like someone accidentally buy the pack, like it's easy money for Comtest, so why not?
Accidentally.
I
Are you
don't think
sure?
you're accidentally.
I did
Accidentally,
no
it's like
joke.
fingerprint
Holy shit.
and purchase the pack.
Yes, that shit's scary.
Yeah. But I think they try to show it too much, right? So, the word is subliminal messaging, right? It's trying to slide right in there, try to make you see it and potentially buy it. So I don't like that too much. Yeah.
It's too many.
Yo, man,
Sponsored by Coca-Cola.
Exactly.
Dude, that's not even as important as Stackable Grinds right now, man. Just quality of life changes. Like, come on, like we're complaining about advertisement, but advertisement, man. But
True.
Stackable Grinds and the guild
Yeah.
shop thing, that's like crazy.
True. Yeah, well, we list them all out. We put them all out there because I think if we put 100 ideas, hopefully they take one. If you only give like 5 ideas, they take none. So
I think the game will never stop advertising, you know. And so yeah,
Of course, they need to make money. It's a business.
yeah.
makes
Even
sense.
I sold out on my stream. I advertised myself.
Ouch.
Anyone watch?
Everyone
Torture
does, right?
Report? You guys should check it out on Amazon Prime, by the way. Torture Report.
What is that?
Subscribe to Sean on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
And if you guys are looking for a Christmas gift, there's a scooter / bike called Viral Ride that's very purchasable. If you want the link, I'll send it to you. Just letting you know.
You get sponsored by some kind of bike company?
Wait, how do you
Sell
get
out
sponsored when
podcast.
you don't even stream, dude?
I'm a consistent streamer, man. What are you talking about,
Just look handsome, Takesh. That's not too hard.
bro? I am a consistent.
True. All right. So good quality of life changes suggested here. I think we'll probably keep this topic and continue going it, talking about it once in a while to reiterate things that we think are important, as well as bring in new ideas as well to come to us. So hopefully they make some changes. Yeah. Moving on to topic number 3 here. Topic number 3. Do you think the Transcendent Pack is getting released this year? You've probably been asked that 50 billion times, so let's address it. And what do you expect from it? As well as I want to kind of segue to this question after and say, what other packs or what kind of other scrolls do you want to see that's feasible, or things that you want to see in packs that Come To Us can release moving forward?
You know what would be nice? Like a random scroll.
Huh?
Random.
Every
Aren't
scroll is
all
random.
scrolls
What are you
random?
talking about?
Like a random 100% random scroll. It can be like legendary, transcendent. It could be LD.
For
or-
how much?
Yeah.
How much?
Someone wants to see the fucking world
No,
burn.
something that you
wish.
get- well, yeah,
How
yeah,
much?
like a wish, but like specifically for from like monsters and shit. Like it's just like why are you laughing? What the fuck? It's
I like it.
a
I
good
like the
idea.
idea.
It's
don't
a
like it at all.
it's a fun idea, but dude,
I love it.
there's already RNG, so you want
I know.
RNG before the RNG.
Yeah,
Whoa,
but
man.
But it's a
if
good
you say
idea.
like a random scroll, man, I
like
already
it, though.
you
I
love
mean-
me.
And then you
Imagine
get the
pulling a
Transcendent scroll,
awakened
right?
Ragdoll from it. Oh.
No, but listen,
Yeah,
it, not purchasable because like it could so happen to be a fucking unknown scroll, and you buy a fucking unknown scroll. Imagine that fucking thing. But it should be
Yeah.
something that could be added into the game, and it's like to get a like a legendary or whatever.
Okay,
We have something like that already. It's called a wish.
we have something that already called World
But
Boss.
added more.
But yeah, I
But
kind of
then
like
as a
that.
pro-
I kind of like that. Like a new like reward you can get from guild points or new content that they have in the future, and then you open it and it can be water, a light dark, can be a wind, regular mystic. That would be interesting. Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah,
I like
wonder-
that.
wonder-
Elemental Transcendent Scroll.
That's
So like if
something
you're missing
interesting.
like what like a lot of one, you know, you get the
But do you think that's
blessing
too
of both.
broken, especially with blessings? Elemental
It's a dark-
Transcendent.
Elemental Transcendent.
It trends the line, right, of like 2 OP or pretty fair, pretty good
If you're
value.
missing
I-
wind units, you could go for the wind one, water, go for the water one, fire,
Yeah.
and then the blessing will pop and give you 2 of them as well. I don't think it's that OP.
I think they have like been upgrading like ways to summon like in general. Like 2 years back, there was no Transcendent Scroll. A year back, there was no Blessing. Like they've been upping like possibilities to fill out the small gaps in your monster box that people don't have yet after like playing like 4 or 5 years. But
Yeah.
personally, what I think is they will release the light LD scroll. Like you've seen the trend of like how many more light pieces they gave, right?
Yeah.
So I think they will continue the trend, and I think that one might come, like the LD.
I mean, they will
yes.
fucking continue trends like that until they fucking sell the company or something, sell the game, the IP. You know.
Yeah,
That's
true.
the day. That's the day.
You got
Like,
it
until-
up like always.
Yeah, as soon as they start doing that, and then we see something else, and we see something else, that's when we know the game is going to like start to become like just okay, to raise the stock prices and just sell the IP, you know, basically like that.
Yeah, but when is it? Like people already called that on re-ups, people called it on immemorial packs, people called that on transcendence packs.
Oh, I know, but like that's not going to kill the game. Like Transcendent LD Transcendent, I'm not sure.
I wouldn't go for Transcendent. I would just LD like Legendary.
Legendary. Oh yeah, Legendary.
Yeah, I got my popcorn ready for all the Reddit posts about the LD Legendaries and what they get from the LD Legendaries, all HOHs. You know, I'm ready for that.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be a fun one.
Right, people want it to come out, right? People want to buy the LD Legendaries, but then people also don't realize that there's gonna be a lot of salt, dude, because there's gonna be a lot of HOHs.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And then you pull the LD Net 5, and then you realize that actually like 60% of the LD Net 5s are also garbage.
Yeah, the chance is very low. I mean, the LD Legendary, if they give it out, what I'm thinking is very generous of them to like make something that big, but people will not.
It's gonna be salty.
Yes, people will be very upset technically at the results because people don't think actually fully of the percentage of chance of getting something that's actually good from the LD. It's significantly low. Yeah, it's probably it's probably smaller than my. Never mind. But it's like significantly low. Like probability to get anything 4 or nat 5. That's good, right? There's so much.
Like to start with, you need 15 for like a stable, like net 5 chance.
Exactly. I would say, you know, something interesting that I think is that they should release, instead of light dark scrolls, it should also have light scrolls and dark scrolls. That would be kind of interesting, right? So people can pinpoint certain 3s that they're looking for, right? And maybe even 4s would bring them potentially some value. I don't think that's too busted either. Yeah, I don't think that's too busted.
I think that's fine. Yeah.
They have a lot of options until like the game dies.
I mean, I think the game is gonna.
We all have a lot of options until we die.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying the game is going to die, but it's like until then, there's a lot of options they can do. Like
they want to space it out.
Dark, light, yeah, they can space it out. Basically.
They want to enjoy it for the long term. You know what I'm saying? Got you. I got you.
You're gonna sip their wine. Like
at some point, we get like add the innate to a rune.
Oh yeah, add an innate to your rune. Change your main stat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll come.
There's no like transcendent rune pack, right? Like the top of the top rune pack.
Oh yeah.
What would that be?
Like you can choose a rune of your main. You can choose your substat, whatever shit, you know. But transcendent level rune pack, you know.
Like the event, basically.
Oh, that's
but you know, you can buy the event now, which is cool, right?
Hey, what you know about this?
Buy your event.
Holy shit, they have a lot of options.
They have so many options. Yeah,
they have so many options.
Can you imagine a rune pack? You can choose your slot and exactly the main. Just you cannot choose a substat. It's random.
And it comes with 5 more re-up stone. You know?
Okay, all right, relax.
Oh, hey, you're paying for that, so you don't get them for free. So.
Damn, dude. What do you think about the Transcendent packs? So last year they did SWC packs. This year they did SWC Blessing packs. Now last year and previous years they had Transcendence, then Transcendent with a Blessing. This year people are saying Transcendent Bless Scrolls, but I think that's actually worse than last year's pack to have a Transcendent Bless Scroll because you lose the ability to get the Transcendent and the Blessing and then summon all your elementals to, you know, pinpoint an Nat 5. Now you're forced to have the Blessing with that Transcendent. So I don't like that idea that a lot of people are pushing forward of a Transcendent Blessed Scroll. What do you think?
Mean, you could get a Blessing plus the Transcendent Blessed Scroll.
I mean, you can summon your Transcendence, get a dupe, and then buy Blessing with it, you know?
Yeah, that's right.
Why would you want that?
I don't buy the Blessings anymore for it.
I guess. So maybe a Transcendent Blessed Scroll and a Blessing inside.
Yeah, probably.
Wow, that's pretty insane value though, dude. That's huge value. That's 2 Nat 5s basically. That's a dupe and it's a Nat 5 guaranteed blessed.
Only if you summon by
that's another dupe.
Contest is so giving, you know?
True.
Yeah.
Holiday
you only gotta pay.
True.
Yeah. There's no corporate greed at all.
Yeah. All right, gonna move on to the next topic here, which is gonna be about buffs and nerfs. All right, so we're kind of on buffs and nerfs as well as open discussion. So anything you guys want to bring up and talk about, any unit that you guys want to discuss, except for Laura, everything else can be discussed and brought to the table here. You haven't said it today yet, so I've been waiting.
All right.
Don't remind him. I have one thing that I personally really hate because, of course, I'm a Gianna Sierra user. But why should a bomb have 2 resistance checks? First to land, and second to stun.
Because the bomb ignore elements and defense. That's much better than normal damage, right? So.
I think if you're already fucked by one 15% check, why do you have to be fucked by another 15% check?
I think you've had bombers for too long, Stacey, so you don't really think in
Because bomb
lines
does
of
like 3 things
plebs,
compared
okay?
to normal damage.
Yeah. I mean, as soon as I got Sierra, dude, holy fuck, my life is so much
Congrats
better.
on Sierra, brother.
Congrats, dude.
Thank you. Thank you.
Top 100, by the way.
Sierra's real
Here we
nice,
go.
but that's just a frustrating thing for me. Like, I'll talk to you in a year. Maybe you say the same shit.
No, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's you just answered your own fucking question.
True, but
yeah.
True, but like, I don't know. Like, that's what I feel like. Why should it be like?
I mean, I
Double
think it's bombs overall is such a really. It's basically pinpointing ignore defense on a specific unit and just fucking. Like,
Yeah,
but you can still
not
cleanse
element
it.
and stun.
yeah.
The
So
cleanse is for pleb without Sierra to worry about, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if they made those stronger, we probably would see more bomb comps. Which I mean, I don't think I would be fully against, right? More bombs. The reason why I don't like bombs is just because of the first resistance check. I'm not even talking about the second resistance check. I'm just talking about the first one. Yeah, I don't really like bombs.
Well,
much.
the second one lost me enough games already. Trust me on that one.
Oh yeah, the stuns. I mean, if you haven't
Yeah,
gotten
yeah.
violent proc enough from stun, now you have to worry about even getting the stun in the first place, right?
Yeah,
So-
that's the. I lost SWC on that as well. Like my first match. If there was actually a stun, I would have won that match. But like those kind of things.
has bombs always stunned?
Yeah.
Did they stun in the beginning as well?
Have they done anything
No,
different?
no. They didn't stun in the beginning. I think they buffed it
Really?
somewhere. Yeah, I think
I
they
think-
buffed
yeah,
the
yeah.
stun
Wait,
somewhere.
Did they
make
buff it
bomb
when they
better.
Sierra buffed? Because I think Sierra buff was one of the biggest buffs in the entire game still. Like, in terms of units.
Yeah. So
And
basically,
Sierra has perfect AI, which is awesome.
Was it during
Yeah,
Sierra
so-
time when they buffed Sierra? Because Sierra used to not be, like, as good as she is now. She had one of the biggest buffs in the entire
She's
game.
like the worst back then, right? When I
Yeah.
first started.
Yeah, she was terrible. You would use third skill before second.
Yeah, Topa said that bombs used to not stun. So,
Okay.
wow, okay, that's a big change. I mean, there was a good quality of life change for PvE content, too. Like, people started using bomb comps for, like, TOA hard. I was like, you know, when we first starting off and figuring out things. It's not as easy as it was now. Interesting.
Yeah, I watched YDCB do TOA, and that was the funnest thing ever.
Yeah, that's the most boring content nowadays, bro. Who goes, I'm gonna make a TOA hard.
content, bro. That's the only content. Like
Yeah.
10 bombs on TOA. Shit, that was hilarious.
Yeah. As
And
long
then
as,
still all the stuns got resisted and he lost. No, I'm just saying, like, I don't say it's a must. I'm just asking, like, how do you guys feel about it? Like, not feeling too bad about it. Like, of course, like, there's a shit ton of RNG
I would-
everywhere, but
I personally would say that I would love my Sierra either way if she didn't stun with the bomb. if they removed the bomb, I mean the stun, I would be happy
come
to
in.
have her.
yeah, she's
But
quite nice.
yeah, but like as you said, like maybe in 1 year, I'll fucking hate her.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Seishizo definitely relies on it a lot because he uses 2 units, right? He uses a lot of Sierra and use a lot of Gianna.
Mhm.
So you experience the most bombs out of probably all of us here.
Yep.
Maybe Thompson as well. So I don't know. Thompson has any comment on that as well?
Yo, I'm a Bulldozer fan, so I don't know about Sierra.
started bulldozering for a week.
A week?
Or
I mean, all the
2
people out
days,
there were.
bro.
2 days.
I
Be a
mean,
master.
You know, even on stream, I didn't know what his first skill did. It was so embarrassing.
yeah, his first skill does pretty damage too. But yeah, any
It
units.
always does.
Yep. Any units like Bulldozer where there's guaranteed results, like you know when he moves and he does this, you can set up to guarantee do X amount of damage is nice. Right? Same with Lucians. That's why they're so strong. Tiana, right? It's like guaranteed. Right? 100% strip. It will do this. Reliability is key, I guess, with the conversation we're having right now in the game.
Yes.
That's why currently the team of Wedget plus Bulldozer is getting so strong, and you have like the guy that's rank 1 or 2? No, 2, I think. Yeah, he's currently rank 2, and he's just spamming Ragdoll, Wedget, and Bulldozer. Steal his Bulldozer if you play against him. Super funny.
Oh, I won against him with Miho.
Yeah,
What a chat. What a
That's also
chat. Damn.
Taki, what did you do?
But just
Miho.
Miho.
Oh,
Yeah. But I lost the second time, so. Try the
Yeah,
same
he's a real good player. Like
Yeah, he's a
his
good player.
setup works really well.
So you think Wedgeat's pretty good?
thing. The widget is
I think
awesome.
Widget, like people haven't used him with Bulldozer yet, and current season people are actually start to use that. And don't get your Bulldozer on like typical guild battle Bulldozer build. Actually put him like 200 speed, good HP, good defense, just an all-round good bruiser, with of course Bulldozer stats, just so high crit rate, high crit damage. Then it works really well. And like most people, they just run it on like what plus 3,000 like HP. Yeah, it's gonna die. Duh. So that's kind of the thing, I guess.
How much damage do these bulldozers hit for? Because I know usually like Guild War bulldozers are really good ones. You can hit like 50k and stuff like that. But you know,
Well,
you're gonna have to scale the damage down.
my whole Twitch chat, their bulldozers deal like 50, 60k or something.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay,
No,
I've never seen a
50K is-
60k one.
50k is good for Bulldozer, like
My
50
chat.
up.
Oh,
But the one you
I
talked
think
about.
the one from that's a guy that's currently like second place. I think he hits like 40k. But like, how many
Wow.
RTA units do you not kill with 40k?
they kills a decent amount. Oh, enough important ones. Yeah.
Mine's still 30k, but it's just enough to kill like the Franz, the Verds, some of the Vanessa, stuff like that.
I mean, how many
Like
units in RTA?
31.
How many units in RTA have 40k HP anyways?
Yeah,
Not,
yeah.
not many, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Not a
because
lot,
they
yeah,
run
not that much.
defense, right? People run defense and speed, so they get like 30k and they're like, oh, I'm good, you know?
30k, exactly. Mine's like bare minimum 30k. That's it. Bam.
Yeah. Maybe Diana's. I can't think of a whole lot. that
Yeah,
have 40K
Diana's
plus.
will get be difficult, and that's about it.
That's it. Yeah, so that's really good. That's pretty solid then. So interesting to see people use
I love
bulldozers
this
as we're
podcast.
discussing.
We're talking about Bulldozer. Wow.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
a Bulldozer fan.
yeah. three star units. Very good. Apparently, maybe we could start considering it one of the best 3 stars since it's being used in so much content. Right? Guild Wars, Guild Siege, and RTA, which is nice.
I thought he's just an RTA unit. What other content?
Content you don't do, sir.
Wait, he's
He has guild battle, like Guild Wars lead, you know. So
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Wow.
yeah.
Wow,
But don't you
Why
Sugoi.
didn't they make it
don't you
arcade?
pair it with a wedge jack? Or
No,
immensity,
you can-
you know?
There's a thing called immensity, bro. It's pretty cool too.
Wait, what's
Yeah,
immensity?
MST is fine.
Messi is very good.
You can use it in water mammoth. It's a pretty cool unit.
Okay,
too.
you lost me there.
Waterman.
Yeah.
No, I used to use basalt. That was like my favorite monster, man. Basalt.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, I wish I have that one.
Basalt was actually good.
Yeah, I did a crit damage result before. Dude, that was so fun,
Oh,
but underwhelming.
yeah. 3-star RTA, when they're gonna bring it back? Because like basalt seems pretty legit in 3-star RTA or something.
I,
Yeah,
I think
for
3-star RTA with like the new Second Awakenings is gonna be such a mess that they just
Oh,
just
yeah.
afraid of it.
Yeah, the Second Awakening shouldn't be counted as 3-star, right?
Yeah, I guess it's counted as a 3-star because it's in Goodwill battles. It is, right?
Well,
I
that,
don't
that
know.
will make them more viable, would it not? And it would just
It
make
will
15-star
be-
fun. I mean, do we really care if somebody's OP or something's broken in 15-star? I don't give two
Nah.
craps,
Yeah,
honestly.
okay.
Yeah.
True,
So,
but
could be fun.
I think you're gonna see full like Second Awakening teams then because they just have like by far better base stats.
True. And
Yeah.
also, we have to remember that Shayna lost the speed lead. So no more, 4-star under with Shayna, because Shayna's a big pick for the speed lead, right? Oftentimes in the 15-star and the 4-star under RTAs. So
By the way, what do you guys think about that nerf they did to the Shina Martina mid SWC?
yeah.
Sad.
I know, like it didn't make a few competitors really like it made a few competitors really really sad.
I will be
Yeah.
real. I will be real. Do you think that they did it because they're like, guys, if we let the twins the way they are, when we showcase our tournament for the finals, it's gonna be all twins, and that doesn't look really interesting. So let's just nerf it so there's not twins and RTA in the finals. I don't know, right?
I don't know.
Well,
But isn't Boss and Dreams Joseph like a huge Shina Martina was like hugely dependent on Shina Martina?
They were using it a lot.
True.
Yeah.
But on the other, like on one hand, yes, but I think also the SW season, like how long is it? Like what, 3-4 months? Like should you put like the whole game balancing on still because of like a main tournament that's like 3-4 months with like all of the prelims and progress and everything like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll tell you what though, Shina Martina is so OP. I would bring comps like Shina Martina and any 3 monsters and win. They're just that good.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're
China alone
really
was
good.
already pretty decent.
Yeah.
Like a speed lead, stun, defense break, ATB reduction, like a Lauren but Nat 4 with speed lead, you know?
OP.
Yeah, like that second skill combined with Martina did like 7 things. How does that work?
I mean, can
Yeah,
we
I
agree? Can we agree?
Breaks
that
your
kind of-
armor first and then deals the damage. It's crazy. And steals the buff. Oh my god. It's that unit's so busted before.
Yeah. Do you feel like they've gutted them too much though? A little bit too much. I feel it was a little bit too much.
Well,
I
they
think
they're
Now that
not
things have
arcade
settled down a
usable
little bit, right? We could kind of talk about it.
Yeah. They're not arcade usable at all.
Yeah, and I think that's a good spot for them.
Yep, I think they're good enough, like still in like dragons, giants, whatever. So they're yeah.
I mean, I
think they're
use my twins everywhere, like in PvE, basically.
Like I'm
I
not gonna
agree.
lie.
You can still use them in guild battle, guild siege. They're definitely not bad there.
I'm not gonna lie though, the thing I do miss the most is the attack bar reduction. I feel like if it was still there, it wouldn't be broken, but it would help out so many players in PvE and even Guild Wars to control things, and even in TOA and TOA hard.
TOA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
think
noticed
that's
it
a big
most in
thing.
TOA.
Like, cause I don't think it's PvP like PvP RTA usable, even with attack bar reduction still, with everything everything that it has.
I actually think it will be PvP usable.
Without
Yeah.
the speed lead
Yeah.
anymore, so you're drafting in a
Without
damage
speed
dealer.
lead, it has attack bar reduction, armor break. It's definitely PvP usable.
Dude, stun, armor break, attack bar reduction.
But you'll get outsped every time. How will you be able to draft so that you'll be able to move?
I mean, there's a lot of other units. I mean, you can draft. It depends. Like that's.
You can draft like Ciara, you know? Like
No, but
Vanessa.
you
Ryan, that's a
already-
pretty
right?
pleb question, man. I'm kidding.
No, I mean, there's a lot of speed leads, right? But usually when you see Shayna Martina drafts in, the reason they were able to draft so successfully is because Shayna's one of the speed leads. Now you'd have to draft Shayna,
Yeah.
Martina, and both speed leads, right? Or 2 more speed leads in order to speed compete. So
I mean, it gets variety.
Right.
Like you can just.
I just want the attack bar reduction back, okay, man? I noticed that some things have been having some issues here, man. I think that's the reason, okay? So I like the attack bar reduction.
With attack bar reduction, the unit will never move if you have both like Shina and Martina on, because like Martina attack bar reduces with Shina's passive as well, and Shina does as well, right? So it's just like they never move, and their armor broken, they all die.
Let's see.
To be honest, I think they're good as they are right now. Like this
I
is
think
where
they're-
they're supposed to be.
Right.
Yeah, I think they're also fine.
Okay, that's really good.
It also pushes up those like different type of monsters, right? With Shina Martina, like there's no way I'm gonna bring like the squishier like Fran, you know, who else, like Vertihill and Lauren. But like now with Shina Martina gone, you know, those monsters you could have more room to create. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll move on to the last topic here. We can still talk about buffs and nerfs for whatever units you want to bring up, except for Laura. So whatever last topics you want to bring up.
He doesn't start now because he knows what I'm gonna say if he starts about Laura.
Oh yeah.
I didn't say anything. Yo, let's talk about something else. I'm fine. I'm not. I'm a
That's
Laura
right,
fan
that's
and I
right.
love Laura.
Well, you can't say that and not say anything, but okay. All right.
No, I played against Shay Shizo and my Laura proc like 10 times. It like slept every monster. No, first my Laura's asleep and then woke up out of proc and then slept every one of his monster. And then I did second skill and then stunned and slowed everyone. And then it procced and then slept every monster all over again. I was like, okay, all right.
Laura's
It, like,
OP.
Yeah, so
1v4.
is Laura 1-4v1 like against Genny Harper? How's that not OP?
Laura OP. I love Laura. Laura's so good.
What a change of opinion in 1 week.
Yeah.
What
Laura's
the
so good.
fuck?
Oh, jeez. Any other topics you guys want to bring up here? Let's see.
But I do have a question. Do you have any other Light and Dark Nat 5s? Shay Shizo?
I have 3. I have Nigong, Dark Monkey thingy, and Gianna.
What's the first one?
Nigong.
Nagong.
Nigong, instead of his third move, what if they did AoE strip and defense buff? Would that be a buff for him?
Okay, of course you'd have to say that today. Of course, yeah, every podcast needs to have
Completely
this.
different unit.
Is that where you want to go? Let's go there.
Completely
Come on,
different unit.
Jeez.
AoE
Completely
strip.
different unit.
You completely changed the skill of the entire unit. I don't think they've ever really done that before. Right? It's from a buff to a strip. Hello?
No. He still buffs, but he does AoE strip.
Yeah, but you're changing the whole mechanic of his skill, right?
The buff is defense buff, of course. The best one ever.
It's actually a good buff. I'm not gonna lie. Defense buff is great.
Yeah, it's 70%.
It's huge.
Out of all the buffs, you guys are saying defense buff is great. It might be a little slightly underrated, but it's not great.
You want anti-crit?
No, I do not want anti-crit. Thank you, Shambi. You're right. Thank you. Wow.
Yeah, let's have the discussion. Amelia and the one no one knows the name of that's light.
Eleanor.
Wait, why do you not bring up Alexandra?
Because she said anyway, we don't have to talk about it.
Okay.
All right. One thing I want to bring up, which is interesting, was we know defense buff is 70%, right? And we know defense break is 70%, right? I think a lot of players don't realize it, and I'm not sure if I'm right here, but the order of what happens plays a big impact on how much defense you have. And the same for attack buff. Let's say you get defense broken and then you defense buff. And let's say you defense buff and then get defense broken while you still have the defense buff on. It actually is a big difference in the amount of defense that you currently have total for your
Really?
units. Right, do the math.
I'm not sure about
Right?
that.
So
I
much
never
math.
tested it.
No, wait,
So
like
what's
if you think
better?
about it, okay, let's think about it. 1,000 defense, right? If you take defense break, you're at 300. Now you get a defense buff. What is 70% of 300, right? That's your total. If you did the opposite, you got defense buff. 1,000 plus the 70%, you're at 1,700. Now you defense break 70% of 1,700. You are far higher than you were the other one of 300 something. So
Have you
go ahead
tried
and do
that
the
That's
math on
if
it.
they calculate it like that. If they calculate it back from the base, which I think they do.
Is it from base or is it the max? I've always thought it was from max.
Well,
I think
not
it's
necessarily
from
like
the base.
not like the base as in base stats, but the base in is like where he started with.
Okay, so even
So-
if it's the base, then it's just a more minuscule amount, but still, there's a difference, regardless, if it's from base or not. Is that true or
Wait.
not?
Wait.
I'm not sure. Never tested it.
Yeah, so that's
Wait.
something to think about, right? We also did a testing on stream. 100% guaranteed, if you have elemental disadvantage, your damage is 5% less. If you have elemental advantage,
Yeah.
of course, you get crit, you get crit rate, right? There's no additional damage. So if you have elemental disadvantage, you will always do 5% less damage as well.
Can I ask, because I might
Yeah.
sound pretty fucking ignorant as much as I usually do, but
Mhm.
isn't buff working exactly like leader skills? It only buffs your base, not the total amount that you get.
Wait,
from,
what? I
from
thought
the
it buffed your total.
It buffed the total. Your Lucian does the times and a half as much damage with attack buff.
Huh.
Oh,
Wait.
wow.
How long
player,
have
by
you
the
been
way.
playing,
So,
sir?
so basically, if I have, let's say I play Zerath and he has plus 50k HP,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and I put light 50% HP lead.
Yeah, that's on base.
That's on base.
Not a buff.
Wait, okay, never mind. I'm pretty fucking woke.
No.
It's-
This
it's
is
a
why
pretty-
this is why I want to talk about it. I feel
No,
like
no,
a
no.
lot of players out there, they don't talk about these little things, and sometimes they don't know if they really know, and nobody wants to say anything because nobody wants to sound like the Papega. That's why I want to bring it up so we can talk,
I
so we
don't
can
mind
share the
being
knowledge with
Papega.
everybody,
Dude,
right?
I have no knowledge about the
Same.
buffs, and I have absolutely no knowledge. I've never read. I have never went into like we have this. Like
Yeah,
if
we
you
do.
press your fucking profile, like you can see my Hive ID, guys. It's on help. You go to help, and I've never read anything that has to do with help. Anything.
Seems like you need some help, huh?
I do fucking need. Oh, I should look at your guides, right, Sean?
Yeah. Maybe look at some YouTube video. That's gonna help.
So can we make something clear then? So leader skills, glory towers, and stuff like that, we know all of that is on base. Whatever it is on base is what it multiplies. Buffs are on your total, or buffs are also on your base.
Total.
Okay, so buffs are on your total then, right? If everybody wants to test it out and check it out, then they can do that. So if it's of your total, then is my math of what I said correct or incorrect? Defense break and then defense buff, and then defense break. Same can be said about attack buff, attack break, right? So
That still depends on like which way they calculate it in, I think.
how so?
Because like you can take like let's say the number of your total stats is like 4k. You add like attack buff
Okay.
and then you hit the defense buff. Do you like let's say attack buff, so it's 6k? Do you subtract 50% of the 6k, or do you look back at the 4k and you subtract like 50% from that, and also up like 50% on that, based on the 4K, or do you look at the 6K? That's the question. I'm not sure what they do.
Okay. So people in chat are saying it's the same number. I've never calculated. I just brought it up because, oh my god, there's a calculator on the screen. I just thought about it and I was like, you know, I mean, I'm not scared to say Pepega things, right? That's how you learn, and that's how you bring knowledge to other people that don't want to say what you say, right? Like, even just like what Taki said, right? This is things that need to be talked about. I think other things people don't talk about too much is resistance check for a long time. People never wanted to really talk about it because they're like, oh, I don't want to say anything because I'm not sure exactly how it works, you know, and I don't want to sound like Pepega. Despair, right? Nobody want to talk about it because they're like, oh, does it really work on the multi-hits or not? Like, what if it glances or not? Like, we don't know, like, the full answer, but I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to sound like Pepega, right? So I want to bring these up and, you know, kind of educate the public as well and the general population about, you know, how these different buffs work, because not everybody knows even some of these basic things, right? So interesting to bring up. Let me do the math here real quick. Let me see. 1.7 times any other questions like that you guys ever thought about that you just never really wanted to ask? I think this is I probably opened it up for a good time for you to want to ask it.
I mean, for me, personally, it's like I could ask this, but I will forget the next day. So it doesn't matter.
Okay, that's useful as fuck.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to do the math on this because it's 510, so it might actually be the same either way then. Come to think of it.
Nice.
Which is, I mean, good to know then, because I've just always thought about it. All right, times 0.7. Oh, it is the same.
Whoops.
It is the same then. Oh, I always thought it would be different. I thought when you multiply things, it would technically be different, but I guess it's the same. Yeah, accounted, by the way. Yeah, but now you know, Chad. Don't laugh at me. Yeah, I will say these Pepega things. I don't give two craps. All right, I think we had some really good topics today and really good discussions. I'd like to bring, you know, more of these topics up in terms of, you know, testings for the second weekend units, as well as bring in more quality of life changes, as well as, last but not least, bring up more topics about stats and buffs and debuffs and harmful effects and how they actually work and interact, because not a lot of people know about all that as well, right? Last thing I will say is that a lot of people don't know about, you know, harmful effect rate is additive in skill ups, and healing is multiplicative, right? So a lot of these things that we want to bring up that people aren't sure about, we want to bring up here so they have knowledge of that. Because, right, if you don't understand what I just said, then you might not actually fully understand about the skill ups, right? But thank you guys for joining on the podcast today. We'll bring it up next week. We'll bring it up next week, and we'll talk more about it for sure. Definitely. Thank you guys. Appreciate it very much. It was a very good podcast. Peace.
Thank you.